next question is, were there times when you wanted to give up? Yes, so many. What can I say? It's an up and down journey, and that's just part of it. That's what makes it so unique. Your journey is going to be so different from my journey, but it's amazing. It's amazing what you can accomplish. It's amazing how you feel after those down phases. Whenever I felt so down and so helpless, I end up going out even stronger. And I say that over and over again. Whenever I was at my lowest point, I knew I was so done with being down and so done with being sad that I came back stronger. I know that sounds super cheesy, but that's just how it is. Like when you experienced with trauma and experienced with difficult challenges throughout your life, you're gaining so much knowledge and so much strength that will help you for the rest of your life. So whenever you have a down phase, you know you're gonna end up being stronger. Give yourself time. You don't have to rush. Whenever you're down, like, don't go to the gym the next day. Be down, like, be sad. It's fine to be sad for a couple of days. You can do whatever you feel like and listen to your body, what's best for you at the moment. You shouldn't just jump into the next thing. Listen to your body. Then you think about it, okay, why am I doing this? Is there a reason for it? Can I be better? Just ask yourself just some reflection questions. So always keep that in mind. So on to the next question. Were there times when you haven't lost any weight? Yes. So of course I lost a lot of weight right at the beginning because I was on such a high level of weight that for me it was really easy to lose 20 kilos. And I know 20 kilos is a lot, but when you weigh 90 kilos and I'm small, I'm at 1 meter 66, so I'm not really that tall. For me, like 90 kilos was just a lot of weight. Coming from that much weight, I would never say it's easy. It was not as difficult as the last kilos. Everybody knows that. You're gonna lose the first kilos really easily or easier than the last kilos. But I had a time where I lost those 20 kilos and I was stuck and I didn't know what should I do. And I always talked to my friends about it. I always talked to my family about it. I was like, Mom, I'm eating the right thing and I now even do a lot more sport. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not losing weight. And she's like, oh my God, you lost like 20 kilos. Like, this is so much. For some people, even 5 kilos is so much. Try to embrace it that you already lost some kilos and then just continue. I know this is not really a helpful tip, but fight it through because at the end, it's all about consistency. You're gonna hear me say that a lot more because consistency is what basically saved everything. At the beginning, you're so motivated. Even when you watch probably my video, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do this and do that, do all those things. And I say, great, that's amazing. Sometimes you don't have that motivation. The consistency comes into place. And this is so important. If you're in a caloric deficit or working out, eating the right things, you're gonna lose the weight. I'm telling you, you just have to stick with it. I stick to my diet. I went to the gym. I complained a lot. It's tough, but consistency. Sorry. Let's move on to the next question. Did you eat oatmeal? Is oatmeal every morning a bad idea? So 2 oatmeal questions. I also had a phase where I ate oatmeal every single morning. I've just listened to a lot of podcasts and just a lot of videos recently. And also there's a woman who's called the Glucose Goddess. She's all about like science. I'd rather trust science now. There's just so many people out there who are like, oatmeal's the best thing you can do, oatmeal's the worst thing you can do. It's just like, who do you trust at this point? Because social media is taking over. Like even me, I'm trying to give tips, but only because it worked for me. This woman, trust her a lot. She talks a lot about glucose, how to prevent glucose spikes, because you always have spikes when you eat something that contains or even evolves into sugar into your body. So for example, starches, of course, sugars like carbs, a lot of those foods. Oatmeal is basically just carbohydrates. So it turns into sugar when you eat it. That's where I would be careful. So if you eat it in the morning, right after you wake up, your glucose spike is going to be through the roof probably. And that's why I wouldn't recommend eating oatmeal in the morning. I'm so sorry if you like your oatmeal in the morning. If you do, try to eat an egg or carrots, anything that has protein or is even veggies. What fruits do you eat mostly? And what veggies do you eat mostly was also part of the question. So fruits. I hope you know. I hope you know. Watermelon, of course. I love my watermelon. It keeps me full. It keeps me hydrated. It's sweet. It's the best thing ever. This is my favorite fruit. Other than watermelon, maybe you're also interested in that, I do eat a lot of berries. These are really high in antioxidants and it's just super good for your body. Like berries is just the best thing. The blackberries right now are so freaking good. I eat like 2 packs a day. And veggies, that's a good question. So carrots for snack. I love carrots. Cucumber as well. I mean, cucumber has like 99% water in them. Cauliflower, broccoli. And I hated them. Like, I hated those things. I hated fruit and I hated veggies. The only thing I ate back in the days when I was really heavy, I ate banana with Nutella. It's still freaking good. You're developing such a different connection with food. I'm maybe gonna do a whole video about veggies. So this is a German question. I'm going to translate it. How do you get back into the routine after days of unhealthy eating? Good question. Whenever I have a weekend, or for example, a couple of weeks ago, I went on vacation with my boyfriend and we enjoyed a full breakfast, like on to the next level. And I made a video about it, right? So you can watch it after this. So I'm such a big breakfast person. That comes from my family. We're not a family who always does like pancakes and bacon. We're more like bread buns and spreads, a lot of butter and eggs. Thinking about it makes me miss home. That's the best breakfast. Getting back to the question, so when you eat unhealthy and you want to get back to your routine, the first thing I suggest you is finding a routine that you really like so that you don't have a hard time getting back to it. Also, the first 2 days is a little bit tougher than the usual ones. Getting back to your routine and being disciplined does play a role. So the first 2 days are going to be a little bit tougher, but then you end up loving your routine again, right? You can cook different things, like I can't wait to tell you, but I'm on different things. It's next level food stuff. I am developing things which are revolutionary, I think. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. That's why I'm working on it so hard and every day, but I will make it way easier for you to lose weight and to get into a healthy routine with those things. I can't wait to launch them. Whew, I talked a lot. So now a little apple break. All right, so the next question is, any advice for someone who is trying to start lifting weights? Yes, I do have advice for that. So I was always a cardio person. I went to a lot of workout classes where it's mostly high intensity interval training, which is the HIIT training, which I still love till this day. I think you've kind of seen my transformation from only doing a lot of cardio till weight training right now. So I want to be honest with you guys. I think at the beginning, it's amazing to start with cardio, but also include some weights or your body weight. So I still till this day do a lot of home workouts because I have no time. Sometimes I have a busy day and then I just do a home workout instead of going to the gym. But my first choice is always going to the gym because gain muscle and your whole body changes. Posture and even your skin. Like you can feel your loose skin, which is coming into place right now for me. I love that about weightlifting. I've gone basically from playing tennis to cardio to now weightlifting. And my advice, because that was your question and I'm like, so my advice for you is just go into the gym and start light. Don't think, oh my god, now this girl I've seen on Instagram or on YouTube is now lifting a little bit more heavy. Now I have to do that. It's amazing, of course, when you increase the weight, but I have also days where I'm like not feeling it and then I go lighter. As long as you show up, you're doing your best. I would highly recommend just going for it. For the weightlifting, find maybe 3 of your favorite exercise. But I think my favorite part about lifting weights is definitely the arm part, because I want to train my arms. I have loose skin here. I mean, through clothing you can't really see it, but I'm still not quite happy with my arms, and you can really train your arms, right? I know it sucks when you don't know where to start, and I love that I can tell you everything about it, because whatever your goals are, you can make it a fun way. Alrighty, I just had 2 eggs and a watermelon. The next one is recommended home workouts. Yes, I can recommend you a lot of home workouts. I put down different workouts for me, actually just for me, because I really wanted to grow on my 4-pack or 6-pack a little more. I love ab workouts, so I tried to make my own. That's what I always did. I did it with my best friend. When we worked out, we did our own workouts and put like a little workout plan together. It's like a whole project I'm planning. I'm probably by the end of this year or maybe sooner, but I'm working on doing YouTube workouts for you, because I want you to be able to work out for free. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, but a lot of production days. You guys know right now, hopefully I will make it perfect, and I want to have it perfect. It's gonna be a big project, but that's on my list, so I can't recommend them to you now, but I will soon. Next question. Did you stop alcohol during your weight loss? No, I did not. If you can, I would highly recommend it. I think alcohol has an influence on your social life somehow, because it's such a normalized thing to do. I have to be honest, I just like the feeling of just being a little tipsy. You just talk more, you're funnier. Don't get me wrong, I have been through multiple parties where I don't drink alcohol, and I have the best time of my life when I'm not drunk. I'm actually in the transition where I'm quitting alcohol for as long as possible, and I haven't been drinking for a long time now. So to answer your question, I did drink alcohol and I went to parties. I did all those things. What alcohol does to you is not good. As a nutritionist, I have to be really careful what I say, because I did it and I want to be honest. So I'm gonna be completely honest the whole time, because I hate when people are like lying and not telling the truth. That's why I'm telling you I did drink alcohol and that I went out partying and I did all those things. But I'm telling you, if you can avoid it, that would be amazing. Alcohol just makes you fat. And the best part about it, the day after, like you're not sweaty, you don't have a headache, you just don't feel guilty. Like sometimes I felt guilty after drinking, and if you ask me, I just wouldn't do it. But if I'm answering the question, I did drink alcohol. I said earlier that I had a phase where I binged eat, and binge eating only came into place with alcohol back then. I ate everything, which just wouldn't never recommend it to you. If you can manage to don't drink alcohol for a long period of time, you're gonna do the best to your body and you're gonna feel the best. You actually don't miss it. I hope I answered your question, and I hope you're choosing wisely. And yeah.